everybody. This is Level Jr. And as you saw in the swivel, I am here with Mr. Hotel Garuda by himself. Manila Killa, we love you. But I am here because I had to have a little talk with him about his freaking amazing career and the rise to this amazing hotel. Like, how many floors we're talking? Like 15, 20 floors in this hotel?
14, but 14. There's no 13th floor. It's bad luck.
Okay, so 14 floors.
Yes. So
14 floors of all Garuda.
It's actually 13 floors, but the 13th floor is called the 14th floor.
Okay. Oh, we're skipping it.
Yeah.
Understood. Hopefully one of those numbers is 1408.
Yes, exactly.
Sorry, Stephen King. But let me just say this right here, right now. I am no stranger to Hotel Garuda. He is absolutely amazing. I had a chance to see him in his prime in Digital Mirage, right?
Yeah.
In Digital Mirage, and of course his little Q&A with Santa Holo. But after that, I had to experience more and more about him and what him and Manila Killa made in the past, and then after they split, how they have evolved. So first off, we got to start from the very beginning, which is just this question first. How did you get into music? Like, what made you want to start doing this?
Well, I grew up in a very musically inclined household in that both my parents love music. Neither of them is classically trained or plays any instruments or anything like that. My mom sang a lot growing up when I was a kid. My dad put me onto a lot of 80s music and progressive rock and stuff. Classic rock. That's kind of what I got into music with. And I started playing guitar when I was 12 or 13.
Okay.
Also didn't have any classical
air guitar?
training. Started with air guitar first, for sure. But I started taking lessons, started learning songs, and it never went anywhere because I was kind of on a bit of a treadmill towards a traditional sort of path of studying economics and math. That's kind of the path that I was on. Not that I had a problem with that, it's just that I didn't really have the time to dedicate to doing music more seriously.
I see.
And when I moved to the U.S. for college, I was planning to study economics and math, which is what I did. That's what I got my degree in. But I learned about just DJ software when I was a sophomore. And
what was the first software?
It was called DJAY.
DJAY.
Yeah.
So not Ableton, not Ableton Studio, it was DJAY.
Yeah. And the only reason I got it is because it was $20 versus I think
you get the full package.
It's just the soft. I didn't even have a controller. It was just on my computer.
Okay.
So I learned on that, and that got me really excited to learn more about it, and eventually got a little tiny DJ controller. Started DJing at house parties at school, and somewhere along the line, I reconnected with my pal Chris Manila Killa, who I had met in middle school in Indonesia, when we were 12 or something.
Yeah.
And I'd seen the
You guys are the best of friends, fast friends.
No, I mean, I wouldn't say we were best friends. I just remember we were close enough because we played on the same Little League basketball team.
Okay.
And our team lost every game except one that season.
Yeah, but ended with a tie, right?
Ended with a tie, exactly. So we didn't win any. We didn't win many games. Actually, we didn't win any, but you take what you can, right?
Right.
And his family was also Mom. We moved around a lot, and he ended up back in the U.S. for college too. And we reconnected on Facebook, and I said, hey, can you help me learn how to do what you're doing, basically? And he was like, yeah, sure.
And he was doing mashups, right?
He was doing mashups for a while, then he started doing his own remixes and stuff, and I thought that was really impressive because it takes a lot of courage to do that and put yourself out there like that. So I respected that a lot about him, and I still do. So he offered not only to teach me how to use Ableton, but to start a project together. And
that's when Hotel Garuda was
born. Hotel Garuda was born, yeah.
So here's I wonder, I don't know, I had to ask Chris how Manila Killa was born, but who made the title Hotel Garuda?
We came up with it together. The name comes from Garuda is one of the national symbols of Indonesia, and we decided to use that because that's where we met. We wanted to have a little homage there. Hotel just sounded cool, so we just added that to the start because I know Gareth Emery's record label is Garuda Recordings.
Ah!
So if we just call ourselves Garuda, we'd probably get sued by them.
Wow, that is amazing. So we're gonna have to give some love to we gotta give some love to Gareth Emery, of course. So we love it, Gareth Emery. So can you say that just like some of your music was inspired by him too?
No. I mean,
Or just
purely
the
just the
title.
name. Like,
Just
if
the
we
name.
had just called ourselves Garuda, that might have been a little bit SEO unoptimized. You know what I mean? Because he already had his record label, was the whole thing already.
I understand.
So that's kind of how it started, and we started doing, we started working on our first release like in winter break 2013 into 2014. I
The
think.
White Noise Exposure remix.
Yeah, and that came together really quickly. Chris was like, early on for the first couple of years, he was sort of in the driver's seat most of the time. I was more providing creative input verbally and just kind of directing, if you will. And not to say that there's anything like, I don't think there's anything wrong with being that kind of partnership. I know plenty of partnerships that start out that way that evolve into more equal division of labor, if that makes sense.
Understood. And also, again, shout out to Brett Blackman for like sharing the freaking amazing remix and really like skyrocketing you guys. So
Yeah.
like, did you really think that this like remix, if I go back and play this remix, if I could, and like, did you think it will be as big as it was, or like people would like pay attention to you both?
No way. I mean, like, that, honestly, that would have been like a fever dream. I didn't have any expectation of that turning into a career. First and foremost, we did it because we just loved the idea of
It was just a
making
hobby.
something. Yeah, it was just a hobby, and I wanted to do it because it was fun. And for just the way it worked out is that the right people heard it, and it reached the right ears to be.
You looking for a stir?
Sorry?
You looking for a stir?
No, I'm just looking for a top.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Thank
the
you.
stops are in here. I had to move the stirrers, okay? Because I didn't want to block the camera. Sorry for interrupting.
The song just happened to be heard by the right people that would blow it up, and that kind of just started. We had like a really, really insane run of like, I don't know, 5 or 6 songs that just every single time we put something out, it would just blow up on the internet.
Nice.
And I'll definitely say that was a blessing and a curse. I think that
The blessing was you got a lot of love for doing what you love.
yeah, and like it got
the
us.
curse was
The blessing was that it got us noticed by booking agents. It got us noticed by labels. People started reaching out to us to do remixes for artists. Like I remember we did an unofficial remix of like "Summertime Sadness" by Lana Del Rey. Then like 2 months later, her label reached out to us to do a remix for one of her songs. So that was very surreal for us. And I would say the curse of it is that it definitely went to my head and like, led me to believe that I kind of knew more than I did.
okay.
And that's not something that you don't just get to skip levels of growth just because you're perceived as such, if that makes sense. Like you still have to go through that learning process. And for the longest time I was just sort of adopting Manila Killa's workflow and sort of aping it into my own.
Right.
And it took a long time for me to develop my own sort of way of doing things and my own style of doing things.
This was during like the whole imposter syndrome thing that you mentioned before.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean,
like waiting and fake it till you make it. And I understand where you were coming from when you mentioned that because you don't want to like feel like you're useless. I understand that. Let me tell you this: you're far from useless. Let me say you're far from useless in life. However, I understand how it's like you think when you're a duo, it should be 50-50. Like you do this, he does that. But you were just like along for the ride pretty much.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt for like the first couple of years for sure. And then like, honestly, truthfully, it wasn't really until I put out my own EP after we split as a duo that I really felt like I was doing something that I believed in artistically. And now that I have a chance to look back on it, I'm like, yes, granted it was such a departure from the sound that people knew me for that it probably took a lot of people by shock.
Yeah.
Which is, whatever, fuck 'em. I'm just being me, right? I'm just doing the same shit.
Right.
Right? And that's my goal. From now on, like, I don't care about, like, no offense, audience, I don't care about pleasing the Spotify listener base anymore. Like, I'm just making things that I want to play in my DJ set. because I realized over the course of the pandemic that I make music because I like the DJ. That is the means to the end for me, right? So when I had that realization, it like kickstarted my creativity, it kickstarted my entire reason for doing all of this. And I feel like I've never felt better about the stuff that I'm making and why I'm making it.
Okay. So that much I'm happy that again, wholeheartedly respect that. Again, to any artists out there, any like music making artists, do what you love and make what you want to make. If it's you, it's you. Don't be controlled by anybody at all. So you heard from me, you heard from Garuda. Believe in that. Trust me, it'll get you very far in life. You just believe in what you do. And I'm so happy that you fell in that and that you got in that mindset. It's like, I'm gonna be me, and no matter what anyone says or thinks.
Yeah, like if it works out, then great. If it doesn't, at least I tried. You know.
Well, I'm glad you tried, and look at you now.
Look at me
at you now. So I have to ask this too, because we're still going back to that whole beginning thing. You were, like I said, you were mentioned by so many different labels out there. I was really mentioned by PRMD, the label that was owned by freaking Avicii. Rest in peace.
Pour one out for the goat.
Pour one out for him. I had to do like a little moment of silence because he's amazing. How did it feel to like have the song "Smoke Signals" and the remixes coming out?
Pretty surreal. Pretty surreal for sure. I mean, granted, we never had any like direct contact with him, unfortunately. Like that would have been insane, but just to know that indirectly there was a stamp of approval from him or someone related to him was definitely really nice for the ego, for sure. It was definitely affirming, to say the least.
And so I'm happy that like he like I wouldn't say like he directly knows, but like his team knows you and brought you guys in.
So, yeah.
But I had to mention that because Smoke Signals and I can't remember the other signal. I know there was another song as well. Shoot, I can't remember.
Fixed on You.
Huh?
Fixed on You. Yeah.
Fixed on You with Violet Days. That's the one. Both those songs are absolutely freaking amazing, and I'm just so happy that they gave you an opportunity to like really shine. That was I know it can be very surreal for anyone to like, no, I was in this label with this type of amazing artist here. So what did you feel like that was like a moment in time where it's like, wow, like for someone like him to know it's us, it was like it makes me like okay, now this is I gotta make it a career. Like this is something I have to.
I think that at every level of like at every peak, it definitely feels like you've made it. But it's also important to remember, like in retrospect, you understand that everything goes in peaks and valleys, and like hindsight is 20/20, you know. And you just have to be grateful for the opportunities that come your way and the flowers that get thrown at you, so to speak. So yeah, every step of the way where I feel like I've achieved something of a benchmark or that I've hit a benchmark that I've wanted to hit, I take the time to appreciate it, I take the time to take it in, and then I look at the next one.
Nice. And also, kind of like flipping that over its head, you also mentioned that it's not always good to like be like surrounded by positivity all the time. I mean, it's always good to have your cheerleaders out there who really support you, do what you do, but to be like, I remember you mentioned something about like having an ego. Like so many people out there having egos, like really like hyping themselves up every single time. No offense to you, Carnage, but I know you also mentioned like, no, it's also good to like have that like level of being humble about what you make. Like I remember you mentioned that if let's say like I was the only one in the crowd listening to your music, and like your music touched my heart too. Many of your songs, many of your work touched my heart entirely. I really appreciate you so freaking much. So if I was the only one there, that's all that matters, right? If anyone who like really messes with you, that's all that truly matters. But then I'm playing with a whole crowd of people who want something else from you.
I think I'll put it this way, like I've gotten to the point that I trust myself and I trust my taste enough to think that if I really, really, really like something that I've made, the chances are right that at least one other person will really like it too. And that's enough for me. You know? That's cool. that means that one person will buy a ticket to come see me play that show. So that's cool. I think that there's a balance between like being your own biggest fan and also being your own biggest critic.
Right.
I think it's a double-edged sword. You know. I think also that what you were talking about is being surrounded by like positivity or like surrounded by people who
So
are
much
gassing
positivity,
you
who
up.
are gassing you up every single time.
Yeah.
Like they're immediately telling you, you are the best. You are amazing. You get that over and over and over and over and over and over again,
like
non-stop.
you start to believe it. You start to let it go to your head, and you don't cry as hard.
Mm-hmm.
And that's natural. I feel like anyone would probably feel the same way. But yeah, it's just good to like remember that you have to keep working at it. You have to keep working at the craft, and practice makes better. It doesn't make perfect, but it makes better.
Well, this makes you like, I wouldn't say, yeah, let's not use the word perfect because no one is ever perfect, but maybe let's say practice makes you be nearly perfect. And
Sure.
Yeah, let's just say that because I don't want to, like, you're always getting better every time you do what you do and love what you love. I mean, heck, someone like me, rolling with the punches, I'm trying to get better at this, so perfect example right here. So, I would say this gets you better and better, but I would say nearly perfect because, again, no one's perfect, but maybe nearly perfect. Let's just go with that. Let's just go with that. But I'll say right now, too, because you mentioned that elsewhere, your last time performing elsewhere was 2019, right?
Either 2019 or 2018. Yeah, I think it was 2018. That was the last time I played a headlining show in New York.
Nice.
I was supposed to play at Good Room in Brooklyn in 2020.
Really?
And I think that was supposed to be in March 2020. We both know what happened in March 2020.
Yep. Here's the thing. I was supposed to go to see a Jaws show on that day, on that month.
Yeah.
After I saw Sullivan King throw it down in the Avant-Gardner with Eliminate and Swarm and Gravis, I missed him sadly, but after that, it was over. Everything got shut down.
Yeah, no, I was supposed to go on a nationwide tour with RAC, and like that whole tour got scrapped.
Yeah.
In the matter of like a day, we did our photo shoot, like our promo photo shoot, and the next day the lockdown got announced.
Mm-hmm.
Tough break.
Well, I'm happy. Well, we made it through. We made it, and now guess what? We're back. And back to elsewhere yet again.
Redemption round 2.
Redemption. So I have to act this too. So I mean, you're already the headliner for that. I'm so proud for you. But let's also talk about the people you brought along for the ride, Kahani and Akki.
Kahani and Akki, yeah.
How, well, first off, to anyone who doesn't know about who they are, maybe if you want to give them a rundown about who they are, because
sure.
I'm a person that loves to support the little guys out there. So Kahani, Akki, who are they?
So Akki, I've actually played with her a bunch of times. She's opened for me and Chris, me and Manila a few times.
Mm-hmm.
She's a great selector, great friend, and always been a supporter of the cause. So always happy to have her along. I wanted to make a point of having an all South Asian lineup for this show, mainly because Elsewhere kind of let me pick the lineup. They let me choose who I wanted to play.
Thank you, Elsewhere.
Thank you guys. They let me pick the lineup, so I was able to select 2 great South Asian DJs. Kahani runs a party called Indo Warehouse, and it's like a. Are we being really loud? I'm sorry.
A little bit. Some of the customers, they just want it to be a little bit quieter.
I'm sorry. We can go outside.
Yeah, so if you go outside, then
Yes, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
That'll be okay. Thank you so much. Button, there we go. So yeah, we were kicked out because we were being too loud. Yet
Yeah.
the music was kind of loud too. They must love their Beyonce. Anyway,
Haters are gonna hate. What can you do?
what can you do? Okay, so let's make sure we don't have any hears on these guys. Kahani and Akki, back to them.
Right. So Akki we played with a bunch of times. Kahani runs a party called Indo Warehouse. It's an
Indo Warehouse.
It's like an Indian cultural influenced electronic music party.
Where is that located?
I think they both do most of their events in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn.
Yeah, I found out about him through Instagram, and one of my friend Jai Wolf vouched for him, and I did a little research, and I was like, who is this guy? Like, what's his whole deal? And he's really bringing South Asians to house music and to 4 on the floor dance music, which I really love because like I truthfully didn't really like feel the love from my people for my kind of music for a long
South
time.
Asian, like Asian culture, and any Asians in general, like there was not that much, like, how do I use the word? There was not enough spotlight on you guys.
Maybe, yeah, sure. Like, I like that Kahani is sort of like incorporating like Bollywood elements and like Indian music combined with like more well-known four-on-the-floor dance music. So shout out to both of them. They're both awesome. So that's why I got to get both of them on the lineup.
Nice. That is
thankful
amazing.
to Elsewhere for letting me do that.
That is amazing. And also, I just want to tell you guys as well that the Asian people in EDM are absolutely freaking amazing. I have an honored and blessed life to have seen many Asian superstars in my eyes shine in NYC. Like two examples I can say is Jevna and also Davin as well. They're both freaking incredible. I'm so blessed to have seen them live and hear their music live because they're also really pushing the envelope on. There have some Asian artists out there who are making incredible music too.
Yeah.
Them, like I said, Jevna, Davin, Robotaki, these people are absolutely freaking incredible, and we give our love to you guys as well. And Kalani and Akki, I cannot bear to see you guys live tomorrow. You guys are gonna absolutely destroy it. And speaking of Giant Wolf, I have to mention about Mom&Pop Records as well, who I didn't listen until today, have got a pretty amazing roster of incredible people out there. Not just Giant Wolf, not just you as well.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
I used to be signed to them, yes.
Used to be signed to them, right. Sorry about that. But Giant Wolf, but also Porter Robinson, Madeon, and these incredible artists who I've been looking up to for years. How it feels to have worked with them.
To work with that label, I mean, it was great. It was like I was introduced to them through.
Oh, I forgot Flume. Sure. I forgot Flume as well. Sorry.
Yeah.
How did I forget about the big guy there? So again, how did it feel?
It was really cool to just be working with a team that work with cool people like that, and to get their take on the music that we were making was really important and really transformational or formative for me. We don't work together anymore. Not that I have any hard feelings or anything like that. It was a pretty clean break. So I'm grateful for their role in my development as an artist. For sure.
That is amazing, and I'm so happy that they gave you all the spotlight too. And Mom&Pop Recordings, keep on doing what you do, because what you guys are making is absolutely freaking incredible with all the artists that you're working with. Even some people like Tegan and Sarah, they're incredible as well. I did not think they'd worked with them too. That was amazing. They are awesome. No pun intended. But I have to ask this as well. With Manila Killa.
Right.
I don't know if this would even be a question. I was going to say how proud of you of him. But I have to ask this question. Like, even though you guys are split and you guys are still amazing friends to this day, is there like a song from him that you absolutely freaking adore from him? Like,
His new song, Desire, is a banger. Absolutely.
Desire.
Yeah, banger, huge banger.
I have yet to hear that song. I'm sorry, but I have to. Well, I'll make sure I have to listen to that. Hopefully,
all of his new music from his album is really, really cool. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yes, and speaking of that, hopefully, maybe this is like, I'm asking too much here, but would it make gonna be like one of the people supporting him in his Dusk tour?
I'm not going on tour with him now, but I'll probably be at a few of his shows just because I'll go support the homie.
Okay, I thought when I saw that announcement, I thought to myself maybe Hotel Garuda might be on the lineup. I thought maybe, but if not, that's okay.
I mean, like we're like you said, we're still very, very good friends. Like people a lot of times will ask me like why did you guys break up? Was there like drama or was there like beef or something like that? It was like the least dramatic breakup ever. You know what I mean? Like
very least. Like
people are like, do you guys hate each other? I'm like, no, like I cat sit for him. Like
no,
when I cat sit for someone that I hate.
They literally, if you check his Instagram, they literally was together with Giant Wolf on April 1st this year.
Yeah, we literally we lived together for a couple of years. Like he's my homie, he's my boy.
Yeah, and that's never gonna change.
Yeah, we still like help each other out with music and like lend each other our opinions and stuff. He's an invaluable friend. Honestly, like out of the people in my close circle that I talk to on a daily basis, he's the person I've known the longest. Of the people I talk to on a daily basis, I know him longer than anyone. So I think like outside of my family, he is like the closest friend that I have, probably.
So he's almost like you're welcoming him into your family.
Yeah, basically. Like my parents know him and stuff. Like he's met my folks and shit. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
That's amazing to hear. And again, but we already. If you guys want to know, the real reason why is because let's say Manila Killa was getting like a bit too big, and like you said, he can't be in two places at once unless he can learn Shadow Clone Jutsu. He can't be everywhere.
Exactly. He's not a what's it called? He's not an X-Man.
Yeah.
He's not in the X-Men. You know what I mean?
Or
can't be two places at once.
Yeah, he can't do that, and he's no ninja either. So I don't know if he has any chakra in his body, but it doesn't. But he just can't be in two places at once. But again, know that Manila Killa, I just want to say directly, we are so freaking proud of you. And again, thanks so much, Brett, for bringing him and Manila Killa, helping them both of them out. And needless to say, I hope that I can maybe see him live as well, because I'm gonna lose it if I hear any of his 1993 songs, because that was my introduction to him.
Right.
Thanks to him, thanks to Electric Hawk, and I saw him on record as well with Juku, I believe, virtually. But it was 1993 that led me to him, and I was just fell in love with him, from Wake Up Call to Atypical to his intro track 1993 to All To You with Sarah Skinner. I couldn't believe the musicality in his work, and it was just, oh my god!
Very sick. Very cool tunes.
Oh my god! Thanks to this movie Castle for supporting him so much. Just I had to ooze out a bit for Manila Killa. He's incredible too. But again, like I said before, I truly appreciate the both of you for creating Hotel Garuda and for you living up to the name and really like showing off who you are and embracing who you are no matter what. It's nothing short of incredible, nothing short of inspiring.
Thank you.
And I had to ask this, even though tomorrow's going to be the Elsewhere show, get your tickets now, it'll be incredible. What's going to be next for Garuda?
Making a lot more club music and a lot more stuff that I play in DJ sets.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of faster house music, a lot of faster like techno influenced house music. That's kind of what I've been into lately. I think since coming out of the pandemic lockdown, I've had a lot more time to like go to shows and go to clubs and go to raves.
Mm-hmm.
And I've like really reconnected with my love for that kind of music.
So you just want to give a spotlight to the top music you're listening to.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's so much fun, man. It's really visceral and raw.
And I can definitely agree with those two traits right there. But I had to ask, since you're mentioning about all this techno, about which again, like you said,
like house, faster house and techno, yeah.
House Techno. Are there any artists that you want to maybe shout out to, like we can listen to their work? If you know any on the top of your head.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I love Eli Brown. Eli Brown is one of my favorite artists. He's dope as fuck.
Go on, we got time.
Oh, Abo, A-hyphen-B-O.
A-hyphen-B-O, really?
Abo is like, I think he's gonna be like the next like big thing in like cool house music.
Wow.
He's so sick. I found out about him through Freddie and Robbie Lewis Child like about a year ago. And the dude's a machine, man. He's so good. Every single song he makes just like slaps like no other. I play like 5 of his songs in my sets. It goes off every single time. Stuff is like really.
Will we expect some of his songs tomorrow?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm probably gonna play his new song tomorrow. It'll be fun.
Oh.
Yeah, Avo is awesome. I love his stuff.
Anyone else?
Who else? Max Dean from the UK.
Max Dean.
I've been really like digging a lot of like minimal house. So like Michael Beebe, Pauza or Pauza, I don't know how you say it. I think it's Pauza.
Pauza.
P-A-W-S-A.
Okay.
They're not underground or anything like that. They're not like small time artists. They're pretty big, but like just the kind of stuff that I've been enjoying lately. I like it a lot. It's just like it's different to. It's interesting how sometimes like music that you don't necessarily find yourself listening to on headphones. It's just kind of stuff that just bangs in the club. Like when you hear it really loud on club systems, it's like okay, this makes sense.
It makes sense.
But it's not exactly necessarily stuff that I would just sit and like listen to in my earpods. Yeah.
Right, understood. It's like can't really. I mean, for me, I have a few speakers in my home, so it's like maybe I should try hearing it on the speaker and really hear. Have that type of like feeling, probably like in like a club or almost inside a room.
Yeah.
I can maybe make the aesthetic for myself, but maybe it's best like be there literally live,
Yeah,
actually feeling it on those
environmental
subwoofers.
thing for sure. Yeah.
Understood. I definitely understand. And mention this too. So this is inspired thanks to Lauren from Sidewalk Talk. When she asks her a question, what do you want to be remembered for? And you said like, you just want to make the kind of songs that anyone can play, no matter like elsewhere, avant-garde, no matter what environment, they will pick you and say you can perform there because you have everything you need, everything in your mind to like make the right type of music for anything, no matter what genre, no matter what style. So I had to ask this question to you. This question was like what, 3 years ago. So are you still like on the track of being, I call the EDM almanac?
I don't know.
I say EDM almanac because I feel this kind of like, Hotel Garuda is like a book. We turn one page is this genre, turn another chapter, this genre, another chapter, this genre. And
Here's
it's
the
like,
thing, I don't know if I necessarily resonate with that the same way I did that. Mainly because I think I view it a little differently as an artist versus as a DJ. Like, as a DJ, I'm comfortable enough in my ability to fit into any lineup. Like, you could put me on any 4 on the floor lineup and I feel pretty comfortable playing before or after pretty much anyone. But as an artist, I definitely think I want to be remembered for making just banging club tunes.
now it's banging club tunes.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're definitely on your way. I mean, the recent song you just released, Halo, is a kind of a perfect example of that.
Thank
so you think I wouldn't know that? I mean, hello, I think we're gonna have a taste of that tomorrow if possible. Yeah. So I cannot wait to hear some of these banging club tunes and still, give respect to your roots and where you began. But I really do appreciate you so freaking much, and your music absolutely freaking amazing. Please know that you have a fan in me, no matter what, no matter what direction you go. You're definitely going to be remembered in my mind, in my body, in my heart, in my spirit, in my soul, no matter what. I mean, I'm just so happy I had a chance to meet you and tell you so much. Just thanks so much for all that you're making, all that you're doing. I mean, your recent song is absolutely incredible. And also look up his audience too. His has a few edits there as well in house. I could not believe it. Oh my God. Just thanks so much, Screwed Up, for letting me in your hotel. I definitely enjoyed my stay, and hopefully we can get we can make a 15th floor.
Absolutely, I had an absolute pleasure talking to you. So thanks.
Thank you so much. I'm so blessed. And again, Hotel Garuda, your tickets tomorrow. Make sure I put this out before that day arrives. But just get yourself ready for Hotel Garuda because he is not stopping. He's not going anywhere. And thank you so much. We truly appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for watching too. This is Lembo Jr. signing out. Peace.